Hello everyone, welcome back to ChessWiser. And also we are going to continue the series on Road to 2300. So this is the day three challenge. So we have played so far two games. In the first game we lost and the second game we won in the ending where my opponent played against my time and he blundered. It was actually a winning game against me actually. So he was kind of completely winning, but then he blundered and then I was able to convert that game without any struggle. So now today I'm going to continue the series, like I said. So let us seek the opponent now. So we are gonna play 10 plus 5. So we will try to create using the custom mode as usual. We'll get a better opponent. In case if you don't get it, so we'll go for the typical 10 plus 5 seek. Okay. Let me click this random king. So we are expecting an opponent between 2094 and 2594. So let's see if it takes a lot of time like it usually takes. Suppose if you're not playing regularly, the pairing won't happen immediately on lichess. That is the thing they are following. But once you start playing, okay, let me play this e4 immediately before he aborts the game. Okay, he goes for the Sicilian. Generally when people play Sicilian, I'll go knight c3. I think that this reminds me of the first game of the series. So bishop to b5, trying to exchange the bishop for the knight and then pawn d3. So this is all played before. So these are the main moves. So bishop c4 and then knight to e2, trying to play pawn to d3 and then hit castle. So far there is no problem on d5. Okay, let me create this escape square for the bishop, as well as I'm trying to stop this b5. So let me castle. Already we have a weak square in in black's camp. Say for example, the problem with this capture, actually I'm thinking about capturing this knight, but the problem is after cd the c file is getting open, and that's what black wants, and there is a good pawn in the center which takes away these key squares in my camp. Okay, anyway, I would like to put the knight on b6. So I think it is the right moment for us to push forward with the pawn, but if the knight goes back and attack the pawn, and how I'm going to defend? I cannot defend basically. Hmm. So what can we do? Knight f6. So maybe I'll just wait with something like h3, let him castle. And now I'm thinking about going after the d5 square by playing knight to ef4, but if he plays this move, then that is totally out of the question. But then the knight doesn't have a good square to retreat back. So what can I do? Shall we push forward with the f4 or knight g3 and then f4? So I think the typical move to play here in this position, either you try to play against the d5 square or you expand on the king side for the king side attack, trying to damage the pawn structure as the bishop is pinning down this f7. I think it's very logical to consider this knight g3 and then f4 f5 push. Yeah, let me play this move. And also, when this knight moves away, this knight can be kicked by pawn c3. Maybe I can play like that. So knight to e2. But immediately I'm going to play pawn to f4 and then f5. And if I play this pawn to f4, f5, I have to take note of that all the dark squares around the king is going to become weak, especially g3. So that means the knight is vulnerable for tactus. So we should aware of that all the time. Okay, I think he wants to go after my knight to attack it. If I play this move, pawn to h4, let me not push forward, maybe push here. And then he will move the knight, but where? But then again, I will have to move the knight. There is no good square to go to. Can we play rook e1 and then to knight f1 to e3 to support the same idea and going after the d5? I guess it looks logical to me. Okay, let us develop the rook. So if he plays, okay, he stops that idea completely. But now I think we should, yeah, the square is completely, given up. Oh, what a move for us. Bishop g5, gaining a valuable tempo now, and now I'm threatening to play this and c3. Excellent. Sometimes in this type of lines, the knight would be trapped. Okay, say for example, let's say knight to d5. He has to do something about this, and let's say he unpins the thing. Okay, he plays this bishop move. So once I play this c3, I'm gonna take with the pawn and try to trap this knight completely. Oh, the knight will get this square if I take with the pawn. Right. I'll keep the lines open. Threatening this, planning to play this c3 idea, kicking this centralized knight, and I'm okay. He's ready to capture my bishop. I think we have time for us to play c3. There is no hurry or something. So either bishop c4 runs into takes. The bishop is okay. The knight is also controlling. So let me drop the bishop all the way back and then play pawn c3. I think this is the right idea. Like knight f4, knight e3, and knight d4. Trying to have the bishop pair. Oh, already we have the bishop pair, but trying to put the bishop pair in use. He knows that I'm going to play pawn c3. So what move we are going to expect now? One of the rook is going to come to d8 and then he will try to break this idea of this. But I think we'll have time to rotate the knight by this time before he pushes the pawn because now threatening to kick the knight away. So you'll have to spend a time on that. So we'll have a tempo on that easily. And there is no h4 anymore thanks to this bishop on g5. And thanks to this move that is h5, weakening the dark squares around the king side. So having this bishop on this diagonal is kind of irritating for him, I guess. Oh, he kicks the bishop. Hmm. I did not even consider this move, but if I take, I'm gonna take and open up this file and he's gonna break the center without any efforts. Okay. So I have to drop back. I'm gonna drop it on d2 because e3 I need it for the knight. So bishop to d2. The knight arrives on f4. There is no good follow up, I guess. So okay, let him capture. I don't mind him capturing my pawn. Let him capture. Well, I'll try to do the same idea now. I'm just gonna go knight e3, knight e4. If he plays this move, then I have this again. The bishop is coming into the game, so he wants to unpin the pawn. Okay. Oh, he covers that square now. There is no g3 as the h3 is hanging. Oh, can I still play the same move? Pawn g3, knight takes, king here, queen defense, and queen f3, and then the knight can go here. Okay. Let me play this move prophylactically. And also it will be helping me to develop the queen on f3 in case if we further add the pressure on the h3 pawn. If he plays h4, still I'm going to play the same idea. Oh, I cannot. So queen f3 is not going to defend when I play pawn g3, isn't it? Mm. How do I kick this guy? Okay, I think this is very strong knight, I believe. In some cases, there are sacrifices available, trying to open up the h file for the attack, but it's not going to work immediately. Maybe I can play rook h1 and then drop the king back. Not sure. Imagine the knight coming to g5 again. So how can I go there? These are the entry points for the knight to go to g5. It's look like it looks like an impossible remaneuver for us right now in the position. This knight is total monster to do something. Okay, let me play queen f3. At least I'm developing the queen. And also I'm overprotecting d5. Again, this pawn capture, I don't think it's going to help him much. Also, he is ready to break this. So it is very important for us to increase the control. So also I'm getting developed. So rooks are finally connected at 20th move. The knight is undefended. Okay. If I go here, this knight is going to take. And now the bishop is undefended. Okay. He's looking to do some tactics. Okay. I cannot play queen g3 because the knight moves with tactical ideas and then bishop lands on f4. That's position looks bad for me. Anyway, I'll just play a rook to d1, just over protect the bishop. I think I should break this. Otherwise, this is too much. I mean, I cannot do anything. Is it possible for me to play g4? I did not consider that move at all. Or can I play that? H into g4, h into g4, and then you cannot take. H into g4, knight takes g4. I don't know. I think we should calculate that. If I play pawn to g4, let's say it takes, and then I take back with the knight, trying to improve the knight and opening the bishop's diagonal. And but after that, this knight is not going anywhere. I should capture the knight with using my any of the pieces, like the bishop captures on g4. And I don't think g4 is a great move because that is a very big positional commitment for me. Or can I do the same thing by playing rook to g1 and then to rook to g4? I mean pawn to g4, threatening to fork. Okay, he's gonna play this. Oh, the knight move. That means, can I play this? Okay, let me play this very quickly. I have to work around the knight. There is no other way, I guess. The long-term problem is that if he captures this, this is a semi-open file, then he can park the king and try to attack me. So I should be in a position to meet all these ideas. Where he is coming at? Suppose if I capture, what is that going to happen? Let me play this rook g1. Wow, rook g1 takes away the king's escape squares. Oh, I could have played this. Yeah, still the knight is controlling. I think the moment when the knight retreated back, that is the time I should have played this. Threatening the fork and forcing the knight to move and takes with the fork. I mean, threatening the rook. I think I missed it. I just blitzed it out. What is the idea? He's going to break d4. I don't think he can do it right now. He has three controls. I do have three controls, or I should say four. I think we should push the pawn forward and play knight to g2, challenging the kind of octopus knight. So we need to get this question mark out of my reading first of all. Okay, for that I need to play at least 10 to 15 games. So we are playing the third game in the series. Wow, what a move. Let me just take it. Center is getting destroyed. Oh, can I play rook to? There is a fourth threat. So I am losing a pawn. Yep. Definitely the rook takes is a blunder. Oh, I cannot take because the queen is there threatening mate. Wow, kind of messed up. Queen takes. Oh, I do see some kind of tactical ideas here. Bishop f4, bishop f4, king h1, and then okay, this rook, bishop d5 threatening here and here, and the rook is already controlling here. Okay, let me go for it. But if he exchanges the queens of the board, that's fine. Okay. So I should protect the f2. Oh, now he can take here. Okay, fine. I think we need to protect this pawn. It's a very important pawn for us. So this is the right time to get the king out of this diagonal as well. But the problem is he'll be able to take here. And after he takes, I'm not gonna take. I'll just try. Okay, let me take here. When the rook takes the rook, I can take with the king and then be in a position to defend. Yeah. I want to double the rooks on the g file. Okay, I'll try to use the rook on the a file maybe. Let me bring the king back. Ooh. I think the position is okay now. I don't think black is kind of winning or something. Opposite color bishop ending. Pawn structure is kind of good for him. Hmm. Now I cannot defend this. Or can I? I mean, okay, at least I'll try to activate now, bishop. You can take the, you can have my dear. At least I'm controlling this corner and I'm going to activate the rook along this 7th rank. Yeah, let's see. And the f7 is also under control, so it looks good. Probably some kind of mating ideas also there, like rook check followed by bishop and then rook h7 is mate. Hmm. Let's see. Oh, I feel like there is some kind of tactics going on this quadrant of the board, but I'm not sure what is it. I should try to calculate. Oh, that is rook g4. That's what he's thinking. But then there is a fork as well. Yeah, there is a fork. Threatening mate. If rook g4, I just go and pick up the bishop. Yeah, this is what I felt. There is some kind of tactics is available. I guessed it. I think it should be winning. I don't think a good defense for. I don't think there is a defense at all against this rook h7. Okay, he takes it. Very good choice. Now the rook on the 7th rank is a very monstrous rook, I would say. Wow. Thank you so much. What is even thinking? Okay, he's gonna play bishop here. If he comes here, okay, he won't come. Okay, just improve the king and see what happens. Anyway, if I attack the pawn, he's going to push it. He cannot play this move because of the check. That's it. Bro ran out of the ideas, I guess. Still, we cannot sacrifice the rook. So, how do we make progress? Oh, this is what he is thinking. Hmm. You go here and try to check the king and try to win this pawns. So, we should make sure that the pawn is not being exchanged. Probably king f7. Because to control this, I should get the king on f5. So, we should think some ideas to do the same thing. What is even thinking? So, okay, the game is not over yet. Wow, this I didn't expect. Because sacrificing the rook won't help me. That's very. Oh, if I keep giving the check, he's going to just block it with the bishop in all the sides. So there is no progress or what? Wow. Okay, let me play this. Yeah, it looks like there is no progress. Is it a draw? I feel like it should be a winning for white. Even if I sacrifice the rook, it's not winning because he has got a pawn extra. So at least if I have one pawn extra, then I will be able to at least sacrifice the rook for the pawn and the bishop and be in a winning position. But he has got this move immediately. Takes entering the position, maybe helping him. Oh, is it? Wow. Finally, he moved the king. Wow. Is it a blunder? Okay. What he was thinking? Giving the discovery with the king against the king. Okay, he's going to run out of the time. I'm going to cut off the king first. He has to come back if he wants to work against the. He should not blunder. Now the bishop cannot come here so that I can target here. So the bishop will have to reroute. So I think this is the right moment to sacrifice the rook. So he takes, I enter the position, but then he'll be in a position to meet me. This is so bad. I need a one tempo extra. Takes again the same. What happened to him? I think this was the move, right? I mean, again a double attack. Okay, he resigned. Okay, I think it's really a good game for us. So I believe that end game was the critical moment, and also believe that Black was kind of in a better position when we were, or his knight was on f4. I'm very sure about it. There was some tactics both of us would have missed. Let's see. So I want to go through the game quickly using the stockfish in c7. Oh, c3 is the move. Oh, it wants to sacrifice the pawn. I thought king j2. Oh, knight to d5 is very strong. Okay, let's take. Let's say the rook is getting activated. Okay, there is a there is a tactus. Oh, the knight is undefended. Ah, this is the tactus. This is what I felt, but I didn't calculate anything here. That's for sure. I just saw g3 and then knight h3 and then I aborted the calculation. So this is the problem. So I need to note down that when you see a move, you need to at least calculate 2 3 moves ahead. Whether it is right or not doesn't matter. That's how you build up the calculation. So if I had seen this idea of I even saw that knight takes h3 followed by knight g5, that I only saw that the knight is getting escaped, but I didn't think about knight to d5 to give the discovery and then gaining the time on the rook. So that was nice tactics which we missed. And now I played queen f3, very natural move. g8. So this is the right moment to play knight to d5, which I missed. So g4, rook g1. Wow, everything is a top move until this point. Int fi is the move. Okay, int fi is also fine. Yeah, I should have not captured that pawn, so rather I should have landed on d5, but I'm not sure about the reason. Knight e takes d5 and then bishop takes d5. Let's say he takes, queen takes h5 tactus, so rook has to defend, and now e takes d5. Oh, this is a good position. Takes, queen takes f5, queen b7 check is going to help me, don't know, but this is fine variation. I told you. Yeah, I guessed it. A takes b5 is the move, and then I drop the king, rook f3, bishop d5. This is the critical moment of the game, and then he went after that pawn, the pawn grabber. I'm gonna say the title as pawn grabber. So rook a1 is a very strong move going after the king, and then because of this strong bishop, even though it's a light square, I mean opposite color, the f7 is under control, this is under control, and now the 7th rank is literally under control. We played king h8 and then I played bishop e4, and yeah. Otherwise, king h8 and then bishop here. Any other move, say for example, the computer wants to play rook to g4. This is what I calculated, and then you king g8, and then you take the free piece, my dear. All right. From here, how the event, I mean, how the game went or the conversion. It's not that easy. I mean, it was not like a perfect conversion or the techniques I used, but I was just managing. But he blended at one point of time. Wow, not losing or something, but okay. Maybe we can ask the computer G at once. But overall, I'm really satisfied with the way I played. According to, I mean, my rating, okay, this is fine. Okay, so totally three blunders. Oh, I made only one blunder. That's very interesting. Oh, F3 is a blunder. Why is that? There is no exact plan for to play this position, but I tried F3. It's a blunder. Okay, so his mistake was to grab the pawn. Yeah, pawn grabber. I myself grabbed so many pawns, but this pawn grab is losing position. Okay, I guess you learned one or two things from this game, and you enjoyed my overview or or the what do you say, the thought process of my gameplay. So please do like this stream or this video, and if you're not subscribed to ChessWiser, please consider subscribing to the channel, and stay tuned for the 2300 series. And once we're done with the 2300, hopefully in 45 days or 30 days, I'm gonna start another series of 2400, obviously. So I'll try to play against the subscribers very soon. I'm trying to fix a schedule. I have two channels managing both the channels at once. Or yeah, so I'm trying to schedule a live streaming for a regular stream. So please stay tuned. So thank you so much for watching, and see you soon.